black on black crime. This is a statement I have been hearing my entire life, and I want to say this first and foremost: it is not real. Now, without context, it might seem like a true statement, but if black on black crime exists, so does white on white crime, or Asian on Asian crime, or even better, Mexican on Mexican crime. You see, Mexico has an extremely high murder rate, but we never hear Mexican on Mexican crime. Better yet, let's just use America.
Yeah,
my
that's
mother
true.
used to binge watch true crime TV shows, and guess who most of the victim and murderer was? White people. Let's go to Japan. You'll never hear Asian on Asian crime, even though
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The demographic of people in the area are that race, then most likely that's what's going to be going on over there. It just makes more sense. And even in communities that, like, if you say black on black crime, if you wanted to make it where in neighborhoods that are mostly black, or, you know, even towns that are mostly black, and these populations are going against each other, it's not about black on black crime. It's just crime in general. There might be some insides that are like fucking causing this shit too, but I mean, regardless, like, we don't look at Mexico and go, oh, it's Mexicans on Mexican crime, or same with Asia.
they're the ones committing murder or crime towards each other. See, crime has nothing to do with race or ethnicity. It is simply proximity based. And to keep it 100, society is pretty much segregated. White people live near white people, black people live near black people, Hispanics live near Hispanics, etc. And another factor that people really don't put into play is poverty. Black people live in some of the most high poverty areas, which breeds crime. Now let's bring up statistics, because y'all love using these. We got 3 FBI crime stats from 2017, 2018, and 2019. So in 2017, white people accounted for 80% of other white murders. In 2018, it was 80.75%, and in 2019, it was 78.62%. Now here's the black stats. From 2017 to 2019, it was consistent at about 88%.
Damn,
and just by me comparing
crazy.
the two, yes, black murders are higher, but white on white crime is real too. And I can say this honestly,
Yeah, they're in that 80 to 90% range, which is still crazy.
as a young black man, we do need to do better. But the problem is always the cherry picking. It's so easy to throw one group of people under the bus and blame them for all of the problems. And this is where the false stats and racism comes into play.
Say there was 100 chimpanzees, and 13 of those chimpanzees were causing 60% of the issues in the chimp community. What should we do with those 13 chimpanzees?
Well, anytime an animal acts like that, we usually euthanize them. But I guess if you didn't want to euthanize them, I would say you should probably send them back to the jungle, because an animal like that can't be tamed and is wild shouldn't be living around other animals that have been domesticated. They should probably just be put back in the wild where they belong.
I debunk this every
That's
single video.
crazy.
1350. Black people are 13% of the population but commit 50% of the crimes. It's false. They're getting their stats from the FBI 2019 crime in the United States. And if they actually did the proper research, you would see that it says total arrests. So yes, black people make up 50% of total arrests. But guess what? As you can see, black people make up 53% of people exonerated, bro. This is crazy. And if you don't know what exonerated means, it means the action of officially absolving someone from blame, aka not guilty. You want to know what we can talk about though? Drugs, overdosing. So right here we have total drug overdose deaths by race and ethnicity. And this is for 2019. 50,000 were white, 10,000 were black. In 2020, 62,000 were white, 15,000 were black. In 2021, 70,000 were white, 19,000 were black. 2022, 67,000 were white, 20,000 were black. And in 2023, 63,000 were white and 21,000
There's that many people overdosing? Holy shit, bro. That's actually sad as hell. Like, to think that each year there's that many people that are overdosing is insane, bro.
black. And let's bring up another statistic. 82% of American serial killers are white, 15% were black, and 2.5% were Hispanic. Now, the only reason people bring up black on black crime is to make it seem like black people are so violent. I'm about to say something very ignorant, but please don't take me out of context. Most of the black on black crime is warranted. These people are kind of at war with each other. Most of these deaths aren't innocent people. They in the streets and they know what comes with it.
Bro, you know what's so crazy? I wake up every single day, and before I leave the house and go anywhere in public, I load up my firearm for black people. Not saying that no other race won't do nothing or no shit like that, but ultimately, bro, I'm not worrying about a white nigga or a Mexican nigga when I go out in public. I'm worried about niggas, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you might walk into a store and a nigga might look at you the wrong way, and now y'all niggas beefing just because this nigga looked at you the wrong type of way. Like, this shit is crazy as hell. Like, think about this shit, bro. Like, I can go somewhere and a white person will speak to you like, hey, how you doing? But you go anywhere and see a group of niggas, it like you automatically gotta get on 10. Like, niggas damn near don't want to speak or none of this shit. Like, bro, this shit is crazy as fuck. What the fuck is wrong with us, bro? Like, this shit need to stop.
This is facts, man, and it's extremely sad. I will say this though, everything stems from slavery. I'm sorry, I gotta bring it up. The Willie Lynch letter. Google says that this is fake, man, but that because it applies to the modern day.
And Willie Lynch's How to Make a Slave, Willie Lynch clearly states, make the light hate the dark, make the old hate the young, turn the women against the men, break the families, control the minds, and you will never need chains again. This is Willie Lynch's method on how to keep a slave mentally. See, what he is saying is, we don't need chains anymore. As long as we can control them mentally, as long as we can disfranchise them, as long as we can turn them against one another, they will always be slaves. That was in 1712. It's over 300 years later, and we're still doing the same things to one another. When do we stop being slaves and break the Willie Lynch method?
Literally everything that brother just read off is a tactic that is used in today's society. Put the light against the dark. Colorism is so bad in the black community. Dark skins tearing down light skins tearing down dark skins. Then you got the old versus the young. The newer generations don't want to listen to the older generations, and the older generations don't see where the newer generations coming from. Then you got put the man and woman against each other. That's probably like the worst thing in the black community. A lot of women feel like they don't need a man, and then a lot of time the black man don't know how to treat the woman properly. It's so messed up, bro, and it's psychological warfare. We literally have invisible chains on us as black people, bro. We gotta get over this. Now, to touch back on black crime, I just understand where a lot of these brothers are coming from. Being in poverty makes you do some crazy things, and in my opinion, the projects in general is an experiment.
If you think the projects were built to give people a better life, you've been lied to. They packed thousands of people in one area with limited jobs, bad schools, and no resources. That creates poverty, and poverty creates crime. It's almost like they set that bitch up. They put people in a box and watch them fight to survive. While all this is going on, the outside world points at them and says, see, they're violent, they're criminals. But they don't look at the person who created these conditions in the first place. But here's the thing, the system benefits from all this shit. It keeps everything in place. And if one generation doesn't escape, the next one is already set up to repeat the same story. I feel like they call that bitch the projects because it's a human experiment to see how families survive in poverty.
I'm telling you, bro, if you could just sit down and actually critical think for a minute, bro, it adds up and it makes sense. What you gotta understand is the government and these higher powers are never trying to do anything to actually help us. That's why I'm so against Christianity. That was the thing they gave us, and I can guarantee you they never had our best interest. And once you go down this rabbit hole, man, and you just start putting things together, connecting dots, things start clicking.
One time, 2 weeks ago, I was like stoned, and I woke up at 2 in the morning, still stoned. And I heard that dog barking, and the way it barking, it just sounded exactly the same pitch every time, like. And I got really creeped out because I started to feel like, what if the dog barking is a government experiment and it's really just someone playing a dog barking over a loudspeaker as a form of like terrorizing low-income neighborhoods so that we can't have peace.
Bro, it's crazy because that dog's still barking at this moment. It's insane. Like, what the fuck?
Like, this is literally how I was thinking. And I swear, I bet you that is real.
Bro, this blew my mind because
That's
it's like
insane.
It makes sense. This is like a staple in the hood, hearing dogs barking, especially at night. Sound and loud noise in particular does have an effect on your mood. It's literally documented that the CIA did plant drugs into black neighborhoods. So theories like this may in fact be true. Hopefully I broke down everything for y'all. I tried my best to break everything down in a fast-paced, digestible manner, man. I really want all my people to be equipped on these type of debates. And don't just go off what I tell you. When you're done with this video, look into these things. Tell me if I missed something, and, you know, critique me as well. But I'm about to head up out of here, man. I want y'all to do me a favor. Check out my last video and then do as well, man. It was something different. I was just talking about two